My name is Tom Mould. I'm a professor of anthropology and folklore at Elon University, and I'm running for the executive board of AFS. We face, as a society, a number of challenges, some of them external. Among them, cuts to federal and state funding, particularly in the arts and the humanities. There's also a threat to the liberal arts broadly, and the arts and sciences specifically. And it's impossible to ignore the threat to our democracy that I think many of us feel is imperative at this moment in the democratic institutions. And I think, happily, our partnership with the American Council for Learned Societies gives us a great partner in addressing some of those larger issues. The society also faces some more specific issues that I think we can address and that I would be thrilled to address if I were on the board. Among them, recruiting a more diverse membership. That's been a high priority for us for a number of years. We need to keep that. But we also need to continue our work on mentoring that new membership and ensuring that we don't have just a diverse group, but an inclusive community that makes sure they thrive, that we all thrive together. I think another key mission and goal for us in the coming years is to reevaluate our long-term plan. It comes to an end this year in 2018, and so we need to sit down with our membership and various committees and brainstorm and come up with a way forward for the next 10 to make sure that we continue to be a thriving society. And finally, again, a perennial problem of ensuring that the phenomenal work that our folklorists that we're doing in the field and in the academy is recognized by our peers and by the general public. And that's a piece that I've done some work on in my own university that I'd love to continue if I were on the board. Specifically, I would want to work with the Folklore Advocacy Toolkit. It's a phenomenal resource. I think we can add some modules on writing editorials and op-eds. Specifically, I think we can add some resources to help scholars craft their research that's often read only by an academic audience and consider how it can be written and shared with a broader public audience. And I also think that we can think about our web presence. Our website's phenomenal for our membership, but we might want to think about having a public-facing side to the website as well for journalists, for people who are looking for great folklorists to comment on contemporary and relevant events that are happening in the world that we are well positioned to discuss. And finally, Wikipedia is a go-to source for so many people, and in the past the AFS has had initiatives to support our members getting in there and writing and editing those entries. Right now on Public, there's a phenomenal sort of wave of people kind of looking at some of the specific terms and concepts in our field to address those, and I think the AFS again is well positioned to help support those public-facing kinds of initiatives.